Hey there, we are back with some more Rogue Tower. This time we are going back to the classics. This is just a vanilla Rogue Tower experience. No major drastic changes from mods, just the good old quality of life mods. And by the time I'm recording this video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching my content. Thank you so much for subscribers. I think by the time I record this video, we have reached over 600 subscribers. I don't know what happened, and I don't know what. Just yesterday, I was only at 490 something subscribers, and now I'm at 600. Thank you so much again. And what better way to change up a bit by just having a very classic Rogue Tower video, a vanilla video, wherein, as you can see, I respect everything. This is literally what you would experience when you first play Rogue Tower. No upgrades at all. You will not get cards every round. You will also not get all of the stuff here. You will only get the Ballista, the Frost Keep with those upgrades, and Tesla Coil with those upgrades. No, there is literally not much that we can do. But let's see how far we can go. As you can see, from the last video, I did over 6 hours just AFK by the end of the video. So yeah, grab your snacks, grab your drinks, and let's have a great time, shall we? Okay, so let's just place a tower here, like so. So the only mods that I changed, I mean that I added in this mod is, I'm not really sure. Grammar is not my strong suit. Quality of life mods, like example, the copy paste function, as well as um, other quality of life like speed up here. So yeah, um, let's go for honestly, given my knowledge, let's go for broadhead bolts. So usually the problem, I mean not the problem, more like um the dilemma when it comes to like no upgrades at all. Wait, why am I drawing cards every run? Never mind, I'm not drawing cards every run. That was just my imagination. Is that scaling is a big problem here, but good thing that we have this area here with a lot of +3. So if you guys are new to Rogue Tower, if you're just a new subscriber, basically Rogue Tower is a tower defense game wherein you just build your map and build your towers. And one unique mechanic, not really unique, more like defining mechanic, is that the elevation. As you can see, for every elevation, it increases the range as well as the damage multiplier. So the damage multiplier in this game is basically you have a base damage and you have a multiplier of damage based on what type of attack, I mean what type of HP technically, or like what type of health do they have. So do they have like the basic health, do they have the armor, do they have the shield? This means ballistas deal more damage to health as compared to armor and shield. They also gain levels as they hit enemies, and you can manually upgrade them with some gold if you want to. Also, I've noticed I only have 10 freaking HP. You can also change the target priority. So let's have armor, copy paste that, and then copy paste this to target the higher HP ones. And I think I'm just gonna focus more on just upgrading our towers here. Our basic towers, because this will carry us throughout the level. And yeah, I think that is it for now. I'm just really thankful, honestly, for all the support that has been what they call it, that I have been receiving all throughout just recording games, playing, and just talking to this microphone and responding to some comments to like some of you guys. So yeah, thank you so much for supporting me as well with your views, with your likes, with your comments, and your subscription. Like I remember, like at the start of recording, if you've seen my very first video, I mean like my very first Let's Play, it was literally just me, microphone, League of Legends, and I don't know. Oh my gosh, am I going to lose this early? Okay, fair enough. I will lose this early. Okay. I defended 8 levels and gathered some XP. So I think, okay, let's have, like, let's say we have that XP. I think I would have upgraded. What would I have upgraded? I think I would have upgraded, um, let me think about this. I think I would have tried to unlock. Honestly, I would have tried to just upgraded these ones. Okay, let's try to upgrade these ones. I know this is not accurate to the amount of XP given how much XP that I have. So right now, let's just go for the basic towers and let's see how we go. And then after that, I'm not even going to upgrade that yet because I don't think we have enough XP. I think we just have enough for draw frequency as well as enemies drop additional gold. And we start with additional gold. I think that is the end of my upgrades in my first few runs. So I'm not really aiming to get endless here. I'm just aiming to, obviously, first of all, thank you guys, as well as, you know, sit back, relax, just find a way to actually enjoy Rogue Tower as it is, like vanilla Rogue Tower, because this is one of the first few videos, I mean the game, that has been helping me a lot in the growth of the channel. Also, let's have like regular old progress here. I didn't know it would carry over to next level. This is the next level. Insert song here. So yeah, so far, yeah, I remember the first time I booted up Rogue Tower, I immediately like fell in love with the formula because I really like tower defense games, and it's a shame where that modern times like tower defense games are not as popular as it was. I mean, as compared to when it was first introduced. Let's go for Mana Siphon because that is really not like I remember where a time wherein tower defense were a thing, like with the balloons TD. With the balloons tower defense and all those things. Alright, let's copy you. Let's paste you. Yeah, with the balloons tower defense and all the shenanigans. Let's go for bleeding. That could be really good for us. So yeah, tower, all those stuff was really popular. With Kingdom Rush, there was also a Kingdom Rush tower defense. Plants vs Zombies, they were really a thing back in the day. And as time goes on, like to be fair, tower defense games are not really like the best form of like games with longevity. Like unless it's balloons, like there must be a way to actually, how do I say this, to actually make sure like a tower defense game would be able to like survive, like for example like make it a roguelike like this one, but also make it fun. Like I remember one of the best things about tower defense games is like that satisfaction that you receive of actually figuring out how to beat a certain level or a certain boss. And yeah, that also helps in the game's like health, like the game, like quote unquote the health of the game, because it would, how do I explain this, because it would allow players to actually feel good about the game. It's kind of like the same feeling wherein, let's say you play Dark Souls or like you play any Soulsborne games, you would feel satisfied when you beat a boss because you feel like you have progressed a lot. So that same feeling should be translated well when it comes to like any game in general. Like the players should feel smart. The players should feel like amazing. Like that's why one of the reasons why Baldur's Gate 3 was successful. Like it rewards players of actually thinking out of the box, like a regular D&D campaign, and it translated that into a game form. So that is one of the reasons why it became like really successful, because it did not make the players feel restricted in any sort of way. Like yeah, it is restricted in like certain aspects, but it is not really It's not really that restrictive. Like there are limitations to how restrictive that it can be. Like it's kind of weird saying limitations and restrictions. More like developers have thought of everything, not or like most of everything that what the players would do and respond accordingly. So having that, like let's say quote unquote big brain moment and actually have the game react to it as expected or not unexpected ways, or at least let the game react to it, it kind of makes it feel satisfying whenever players do it. Anyway, we have unlocked the very first, we have defeated our very first boss, like quote unquote, let's say the very first boss. And then let's go for, I think this time we could afford to have a frost keep. Poison damage would be nice, and just additional poison damage. So my goal, let's gain some mana. And let's utilize that mana. We don't even have anything for the graveyard set. By this time, I would be like, what the hell are these graveyards for? And what are these iron veins for? Do I get money from them? How much gold? So it's 2 per second. So I could afford more, in theory. This is going to be tough because ballista towers are not really made to deal with shields, but I think we can handle them for the most part. Let's go for frostbolts, additional frostbolts. So as you can see, even though we are technically not fully upgraded, we're like just upgraded based on how much XP we have. So this game is really like the progression here actually feels satisfying, in my opinion. Until you reach to a point wherein you'll play this for how many hours, just like I have, and everything is just trying to figure out or like waiting for RNG to take its place. Like yeah, look at this. Greg, our arch nemesis, is here to celebrate with us. And I think I'm just gonna place like a slow area there and just keep on adding towers at the front. One of my mistakes when I first played this game was that I focused so much on upgrading towers over here that I failed to notice all the towers that all the spaces that I could utilize up front. Because that would mean, for example, this one. Imagine if all the towers I had were like in this relative area here. The slow effect of my frost bolts for our ballistas would not be as good as staggering the enemies. Like all of the enemies would slow down over here and probably reach this part too late. Okay, let's go for heavy. You know what? Let's gain some freezing bolts. Have a chance to freeze. That would be nice for us. And let's keep on adding even more towers over here, just to slow everybody down. So as you can see here, because of our ballista slowing these guys down over here, these ones are able to focus on the waves over here that has been split. You know what I kind of miss? Like I haven't really defeated, like even though I played this for a long time, I haven't defeated triple wave as well as the quadruple wave defense. Because the amount, this game is really hard. Really hard in a good way. I think that's how best I could phrase it. And it is satisfying, like even though every run like could be repetitive given how the formula, it is not as repetitive as it should be, like how it feels to be, because of the elements of like the randomly generated maps, as well as like the amount of enemies don't feel repetitive because of the sheer amount. It just feels like a horde of enemies rather than like repeating enemies, like unlike the usual tower defense wherein enemies would just line up in like an even file. So it's not like that, which is honestly really good. Like for example, look at this, they're not equally spaced because of their different movement speeds and the sheer amount. So it kind of feels like just a horde of enemies rather than like a set group of waves. If you know what I mean. Like, if you play a lot of tower defense games, you know what I would mean here. I'm not really that good at communicating my ideas, but at least I somehow are able to keep this up and communicate well. Okay, this is not good. We only have 8 HP left. And there are a lot of people going through. We could have quality over quantity to gain some crit. And I think that is our only choice as of the moment. We could slow these guys down. We could place like you to slow both sides. And with that, I'm just gonna focus on upgrading the towers, especially here. Let's focus on upgrading now because of quality over quantity. Grab that crit chance and have a chance to crit these guys for double damage. Because every percentage counts. Let's hope we could reach higher levels here. So yeah, don't expect this video to be very long as compared to others. I'm just recording this like after Halloween. So thank you so much for I honestly, my original goal for this video, like I have my notepad over here as well as under my coffee cup. Wait. And literally just make a video just to thank the people. I mean, all the people that have supported me up until now. So yeah, I'm just gonna place one over here and a siphon over here, you know, just to slow these guys down. And maybe I could add another one over here ish. Not too sure. I'm just gonna upgrade most of these ones, so at least they're not totally useless at base. And with that, oh, we have flaming bolts now, so we have completed all the status effects. Are there even more? Not much. So I think we could afford just place one there just to be sure. Did we have, or did we get upgrades for longbows? That would be useful just to increase the range of our towers. I wish there was a mod. I know people are not really like adding mods to this game anymore. Like the mods that I have that I used last Rogue Tower video, I mean, is all the mods that I could find. Yeah, there are dev tools, but I'm not really that much of a coder. Like, I'm not a programmer, so I'm not really I can't rely on myself to actually do some coding stuff. Maybe you guys can have, like, if you guys are good at modding, maybe I could, like, maybe you could, like, you know, code and help, like, keep this game alive, or maybe just slightly, or like at least teach me how. Maybe I could, yeah, if I could have the time, because, you know, as you all know, I, like, in the past month, I think it was in June, where I just got my bachelor's degree after, like, while just doing this video here, and I'm just doing my apprenticeship, or I mean, like, my internship as a junior architect while doing this. So this is technically like my way of de-stressing, as they say. Okay, we apparently reach wave 25 just by sheer power. Yeah, we might have problems once we reach, like, more enemies here, so I hope we are able to survive this. Okay, so we have completed most of our upgrades. We could get golden forest as well as heavy shafts, and we could keep on expanding here. This is tempting. So yeah, my only worry is once we reach, like, maybe wave 30, that is the usual time where I lose, wherein I get surprised by, for example, these units that spawn. If this would be the units that spawn missiles, then I am screwed. We only have 8 HP on top of that, so we don't have our usual leeway here. We don't even have mines to increase our HP. But yeah, this goes to show how powerful like the base ballista damage is. Oh, finally, longbow. Longbow. Upgrade you. Probably just upgrade you by a bit. Because this is my only source of income right now. So yeah, I think given how our circumstances are with our towers over here, I think our main concern would be the fast missile spawners or just any unit that just keeps on splitting or like spawn units once they die. Okay, we could get 15% crit chance, sure. Let's keep on. We can't even use the occult shrine just yet. Copy this. So yeah, these villages would be grateful that we would offer some protection here. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god. Okay, so with the amount of enemies, these guys are starting to merge over here, but at least they're still staggered because of the frost bolts. Okay, this is tempting, but I think I'm just gonna upgrade my frostbite here. What the hell? That guy is so fast. How am I going to stop that? Okay, let's see our money here. Our income for house protection is actually decent. Ooh. Okay, let's have flaming bolts too. And I think by the next wave would be the usual time where I would lose before, and even now sometimes actually. I'm trying to actually like divert the spawn of the boss to this line as compared to this one, because we are going to have a lot of towers over here, a lot of ballista towers, which would stop like, I don't know, like most of the bosses. Okay, fine, let's do that. Do this. Let's just split our aggro there. And how are you guys doing over here? People are getting quite close. And we don't have that much damage against armor, which is kinda scary. Okay, triple the amount of enemies. Okay, let's just do this. This is scary. So this means this wave over here would stop at this one. What the hell? How is this guy's HP that low already? Did our towers deal that much damage? Like base damage? Also, what I like about this game, like because we can upgrade the towers, the towers also level up on their own. So if they just keep on shooting and just dealing damage, they are able to level up on their own. So we don't really need that much attention, unless we really want to have a specific, how do I say this? A specific idea on the builds, as well as what damage should I focus on depending on the enemies that go through. Look at that. Yeah, this is the wave that I usually lose, because look at how many missiles are these guys are sending at us. Let's hope we could keep up here. I'm just gonna place some additional towers if we can afford them. I could probably sell these guys. Hold on. This is the time where I usually lose. So I'm just gonna do this, upgrade. And yeah, as you can see, yeah, this is the time where I just lose. But yeah, that is this video for today. I just want to say thank you again for all the people who are watching this video and supporting me through that subscriptions, and all the people who are leaving comments. I'm just really grateful to you guys. So I hope you have a great day today. Click that like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. And then leave down a comment. It helps the algorithm. And I will see you guys next time. See ya.